Wray is a brilliant village. It's a village in the Lune Valley, Lancashire. And a few years ago it was partly washed away with the flood. And the first rescue people that came were the settled mountain rescue people who brought the phone line. They stood at one side of the bridge and they threw the telephone line over and said, "Can anybody catch this? This is your phone line. This is your link back to the world." We wanted to expand our network out into the more remote locations where people still can't get ADSL. And the NWDA gave us some money to put a small network on just to see if we could do it.
Having broadband has benefited me just enormously. I design and I carve, headstones mainly, but I also do brasses, and I would do glass if anybody asked me to.
Well, because I deal in graphic, designs, which I send to clients, and we often want to discuss them, So you send them a sketch, and then they come back and say, no, it wants to be something else, and so you do another sketch. And so we can actually work this out. If they're in America, this is a really long process otherwise.
Sending images by post takes a long time, obviously takes a long time. Then they have to come back to you. Now they can come back on the phone saying, "I don't like this," or "I don't like that," or "Could you do whatever?" But it's much easier if I actually get them saying, "Can you make this bit bigger, about this size?"
On dial-up, what do you call it? Yeah, it was so slow as to put you off really, and a lot of failure in terms of sending large plans, which we can now do so quickly. It's brilliant.
Personally, I found the benefits of broadband are, I can see my dad when he gets up in the morning. His little light comes on at Google Talk, and so I know he's got up and he's well. I speak to my brother through VoIP in America, and up to now, I still haven't spent €10 of credit on my Skype account, and I've spoken for hours because I talk a lot.
The impact of broadband for Wray and our community has been quite significant.
It means that I can keep in touch with my son who's gone on his travels around the world.
They took the opportunity to go to Thailand, where there's an orphanage that our village is trying to support. We're touching the world, little touchstones of humanity to humanity, one rural area to another rural area. There's a social impact in as much as there are facilities, one here where we are at the tea rooms, at the public house, where people can get data during the day. Kids are there doing homework. For us older people, we go in there, surf, have a pint, have a beer, utilise the broadband facilities.
Some people, especially when they come to you after a bereavement, just have no idea and make all the wrong decisions. And so I can say, well, why don't we just leave it for a while? And every week I'll send you a little image or a thought or an idea or a quotation. Eventually they get back, of course, because there's been that communication and because I've been sending images, and images is what Headstones are all about.
I don't think it's a piece of magic, it's just a tool, right? And we need good tools. Simple.